Hey everyone, welcome back to Bravely Default. Last time, we came here to the Organo Woods Needleworks and met the Sage, who told us that to make more Vestal garb so we could awaken the crystal, we need to go to the Vestment Cave and get some rainbow thread. When we did that, we were attacked by a dragon, which we took out, and returned here to get the garb made. Agnes had a heartwarming conversation with Sage that Tiz overheard, and well, we're off to now go awaken the crystal. In theory, we do have a little bit of business to take care of in Anshine, but first here's some business to take care of here. There's been a good bit of progress made in Nerende since the last episode. These special shops have basically gone a lot, made a lot of progress. We'll go over that exactly soon. That's basically all I've been working on, the special shops. I've been getting work done slowly on this last area we need to till so we can get down here to this compound shop, which we'll not use for a while, but I want to still have it there just so we can access it for later. Otherwise, not much has really happened. We do have a party chat, though, related to Nerende. Nerende's population. The village is coming along well, but there still aren't enough people. I hear you. It would be nice to up the pace a little. Can't you send out word to everyone you know and ask for their help? You three are everyone I know. Oh, right. Sorry. I'm afraid the only people I know are those from the temple. No, that makes sense. Don't look at me. I'm not conscripting women into physical labor. Fine. I guess I'll have to ask my people then. I'll just... Oh. Right. I kinda went traitor, huh? Well, then we'll just have to go meet some new people to enlist. Yeah, but how are we going to... Details! We'll just head someplace with a lot of people and trust our luck. Like Anshine or Caldissa? Caldissa would seem pretty easy because, you know, a lot of people live there already. You know what, whatever. And also it's close by. Anyway, so some new things we got. We got a lot of elements we can put onto specials. Going forward, what do I want to equip? I guess I want to have Tiz have that. And we also got some power boosts. I want him to have fire on that. I want him to continue having beast slaying, but we also got plant and aquatic slaying. And we also got some status elements we can inflict through our specials. I'm going to have everyone have blind touch. Just kind of tends to be the best thing. So we also got some other things like +3 turns on Withering Ripple, which will debuff enemies. So basically, they'll lose 3 turns when we use Withering Ripple on them. They'll also... Let's give them physical attack down when we use this. Blind resistance down. And I guess fire resistance down to match with Tiz's other special. Well, that's stupid. Whatever, we'll skip it. So yeah, we got some resistance downs, attack downs, or yeah, whatever. You saw what we got. So for this, we got HP recovery level 1, so more HP recovery. All of these are pretty much equally situationally good, so I'm just gonna do that. MP recovery level 1, that's very good. And no BP recovery quite yet. This is the same thing as Withering Ripples, so we'll just go ahead and... oh no, this is buff to our allies. Is that it? Yeah, buff allies. So it's just... We can get more BP, we can get physical attack up, we can get... Let's get poison res up, I suppose, and let's get... let's get water res up, I suppose. So for you, we'll give you water, 30% boost... And blind touch, same thing here. Actually, let's give you fire on your second one. And go with that. And let's do the same thing but alternate with Ring a Bell. So your first one's going to be water, your second's going to be fire. And otherwise it's the same thing across the board. Other than that, we do have a good bit of pig. So I don't know if I want to buy anything, but I want to check out some of the advantages we can get. That bow is really good, but I kind of want to keep using a dagger for now. The shield, only 5 defense up, so I'm not positive we're really going to go for that. It's not that, well, it's expensive, but I do have a good bit of money. I kind of think I want to save my money for the next area. I know I've been kind of doing that every area. But, we're so close to it that, like, I don't know. I do want things to increase HP, actually, by 100, though. Whatever, I think I actually will buy these. 3 of them. Dia should be fine, but I'm gonna want 3 of these going forward. Yeah. It's not bad to have them anyway. We cannot buy items from... No, we can. We just have to go back and then go to Trader. And then we can buy... I want to buy some Phoenix Downs just in case. That should be fine if it's for 7,000 pig. I don't think I really need to buy ethers right now. I think I'll be okay. Is there anything I can sell? I suppose I can sell. I could sell the spiked knuckles. Oh, no, wait. Those are actually way better for a Dia. Hold on. I forgot. We got these from the dragon last time. Those are very good. Yeah, that's like, what? 26 increase in damage. That's really good. And now we can also sell the mithril knuckles. So go here. Sell those. Don't need them anymore. 250 peak. That's a little bit back. Nothing here I want to sell. None of these. I do want to sell these teleport stones because I don't plan on using them anytime soon. No other items I really don't plan on using, so I'm going to keep them all. I honestly, like, never use these sort of things, so I'm just going to sell that. And this dark matter sells for quite a bit, and I'm not going to use it for quite a while, so I'm going to sell that as well. The Dragon Fang I definitely want to keep, though. With this, I'll sell it, whatever. Dragon Fang is going to be amazing later on. Those and Beast Livers you want to get and you want to keep. Because they, as a combo later on, are going to be amazing. But that's for later, not right now, obviously. And I don't think you don't think you at the magic shop. I don't think there's anything we can really buy at the adventure right now. And I don't think we missed anything here, so after however long, 4 or 5 minutes we spent here, let's finally get going back over to Ansheim. So if you don't remember, before we went to the Temple of Wind, we took out some thieves that were harassing people at the Oasis. In their lair, we found some orders from Erodus Profiteur, the chairman of the company that sells water here in Ansheim, to basically do that so that they would have no choice but to buy his water. Essentially, it was a monopoly that they were abusing to make even more money. They already had a monopoly over the water, and yet they still abused their power to get more. I mean, look, it's not a surprise he's been hiring people to assault others, because like all of his employees are like, look at this guy, he's so violent. So it's not really a surprise, but it's still really scummy and terrible. So let's confront him about that.
What? Remunerations for the lost caravan? It was stolen, along with my supplies and my camels.
And this is not my responsibility, eh? You failed to protect your investments. You! We had a contract, my friend. The provisions for loss and damages were clearly written in the fine print.
Even so, I can't be made to pay for the damages when I've just had all my possessions stolen. I'll be out on the streets.
This is not my concern. You will pay. Or, if you prefer, I can be asking your wife for this money. Your daughter?
Wait, please! Leave my family out of this!
That's enough!
Why are you here? Eavesdropping, are you?
Sir, you don't owe this rotten band of fraudulent crooks a single peeg. You are free to be on your way.
I feel this joke is not funny. I have business with this gentleman. We have no time for baseless accusations.
Then what of accusations with concrete proof?
Oh? And just what is that, eh?
A little souvenir snatched from the lair of the thieves prowling the oasis of late. It bears your signature, Chairman, as well as your orders to attack any citizens approaching the oasis.
What? Then when they... And you were planning to rob me now a second time!
Ah, this day. No luck at all. I suppose this is a result of trusting that useless urchin to perform a simple task.
Then you don't deny it? Release the city's wells to the public then, immediately!
I beg your pardon? Just who are you to be issuing the orders, girl? As I told you before, this is a business. If you are too poor, this is your problem. Stupid enough to be tricked, your problem. Don't like it? Go earn some money, eh?
Money, money, money. These are human lives. Ugh, this is useless. I'm shutting you down right now.
We will be seeing about that. Sigma Kint, I have work for you.
Paying work, I assume?
You! From the Thieves' Den! You'd help this crook?
Provided his pockets are heavier than yours, yes. I care nothing past that. Irutus Profiteur, Merchant of Death. Do we have an agreement?
But of course! And I'm feeling generous today. Kill them all, and I'll throw in a bonus!
Contract established. You'll have your money's worth.
This Sigma Kint guy sure gets around, doesn't he? Gets a lot of money for a lot of jobs. But anyway, this fight is pretty similar to the one with Jackal in terms of the way we're going to handle it. We're going to mainly be focusing on Profiteur so that we can get Kint rather. Jackal's dead. Get Kint to eventually flee. However, there is an item I do want to steal from Kint specifically. But you can also steal high potions from him, which is of course helpful. We're going to start off with the DS special to raise our physical attack so we can deal with Profiteur faster, and I'm going to try and get his special built up as fast as possible so that we can use his. However, actually, you don't want default at all. It doesn't really matter if you do or not. Because the main thing Profiteur is going to do, Kint's basically the same, by the way, it's a Jackal fight. He's going to use Sword Magic, Silence, and Fire. However, as you saw there, Profiteur is going to use a move called Takeover. That is an attack that, no matter what, does 300 damage to whoever he hits. I'm actually going to use Cure twice, because I'm not sure I'll heal enough. It's always going to do 300 damage, whether you default or not, it doesn't matter. He's also going to use Pay to Play, which he hasn't actually used yet, which increases the crit chance. Specifically, he's going to use that on Kint. I'd really love to get a special built up, but it seems like that's not going to happen. So basically, Profiteur is going to be,
Our agreement ends here. This is what your money buys.
What? I've paid a small fortune!
Any further, and I'll be placing my life on the line. That bears a surcharge of 51.2 billion Pig.
That's not a surcharge! It's a national budget! You're mad!
Then this is farewell. Best of luck.
This is fraud! I'll see you reported for this!
wow. Wow. I did not expect that to happen so quickly. I don't believe I stole the armor from Kint, because yeah, you can steal some armor from me, you can steal a mithril plate. Just, it's very good, it's very good armor, and I wish I would have gotten it, but, it's not vital, so I'm not that upset over it, I guess. But I would have been definitely happy to get that. Unfortunately, that whole spiel from Kint did make it so we ran out of our special, but I don't know what I can do. But yeah, wow, I don't know how we dealt so much damage to Profiteur that quickly, but yeah, he seemed to not even really stand a chance. Wow. I'm kind of in shock over that. Hey, whatever, I'm not going to complain. So there is also an item we can steal from Profiteur, the Mithril Staff, which I think Anius is already using a Mithril Staff, if I remember correctly. But hey, having another one to sell is never a bad thing. I'll take the free money. And frankly, Ringabel probably wouldn't be doing that much damage anyway, so I don't mind him being on stealing duty. Let's double check that Anius is actually using that. Maybe I didn't buy one. She's using an Oaken Pole currently. So a Mithril Staff would be a slight upgrade. Not much of one, mind, but a slight one, so I wouldn't mind getting it. And either way, you know, 1 free upgrade, 2 free money when we sell it eventually, so never a bad idea to steal from enemies, especially if your thief isn't nearly as strong as like Ringabel is, so please Ringabel. Ringabel has had such shitty luck stealing things lately. He started off okay, but then he just got lazy, I guess. Maybe he just doesn't want to touch a man. That's, you know what? that's actually fairly not reasonable. Well, maybe reasonable for a sexuality, I suppose. It's understandable, and also fits with this character. That's what I'm saying. So you know what? I get it. I guess I get it. Let's go and use rejuvenation to keep this special going. We don't really need the healing. There we go. Thank you, Ringabel. You finally got over it.
Money! All my money!
Okay, so I've defended the voice acting a bit. I won't exactly defend that bit of voice acting. That's not the best. Anyway, he's dead. And I haven't mentioned the victory music. It's so happy. It's like the happiest victory music I've ever heard. I love it. I don't know if I'm overleveled or what, because we took out Kint, or, well, Profiteur really quickly. I don't think I'm overleveled. I guess I'm just optimizing my equipment really well. Huh. Well, that's pretty much the best that fight's ever gone. And for that, we get the merchant job. This is an interesting job. I'm hesitating to say good, but it certainly is interesting. So it's a specialty in gaining and spending money, which, okay, well, its specialty ability is more money. You earn 1 times 0.5 the money from battles. That's amazing. It does stack with more characters equipping it, so if you have multiple merchants, you'll gain more money. Not that I suggest having multiple merchants, we'll get into that. They have pay to play at level 1, which you spend your level times 50 pig to raise the crit chance of a party member by 300%. Now, of course, that's good when your levels are lower, but it's actually an ability that gets worse with time. The higher level you are, the more pig you're spending to get the same exact effect. It's not that good, and right now, what, we're like level 19, so that's what, 19, like 20 times 50 is 1,000 pig, I think? Hold on, let me actually do the math on this, because I'm terrible at math. No, it is 1,000. Okay, so it's what, 950, 900 with 19? It's not really worth it. We don't have much pig right now to spend on this. I don't really think that's good, but it's interesting and okay, I guess, early on. You get Salesman at level 2, which makes an enemy buy an item for 2.4 times the price it would sell for. That's actually really good. You can just sell anything you steal, any random items you steal, and get a ton of money from that. That is legitimately good. You get Pharmacy at level 4, which lets you purchase a recovery item and use it on a target. That's good if you're out of recovery items or out of MP and you desperately need to heal someone. Takeover at level 50, you spend your level times 50 pig to damage a target equal to the money spent. So, again, now we'd be doing, what, 1,000 damage, 950 damage with an attack. That's good, but also not worth it, in my opinion, still. Like, again, we don't have much money right now. BP drink at level 7, you can just buy a BP drink and use it on a target. That sounds great. The costs are ridiculous. For just 1 BP, it's 1,000 pig. For 2 BP, it's 10,000 pig. For 3 BP, it is 100,000 pig. I cannot think of a single situation where I would want to do that. Like, that is so ridiculous. You have Speculate at level 8, which gives you a 50% chance. It's a passive ability, which is really cool. You have a 50% chance to deal times 2 damage of a normal attack, or no damage at all. A good all-or-nothing ability, and one that's kind of fun to use, but I really don't like taking the chance on it, to be honest with you, but it is really cool. And you have Big Farmer at level... Sorry, you have More Money at level 9, which we talked about before. Very good passive skill to just have on someone for basically the entire duration of the game. And then finally, you have Big Farmer at level 11, which heals an enemy, and they pay you the pig equal to the amount that they were healed. That's great for grinding, especially on weak enemies, say in like Caldisla. You can just attack them with like a really weak weapon or something, heal them, get the pig, and repeat forever, basically. Very, very good way to earn pig. So you also get full leverage at level 12, which means that for 5 turns, you double the HP, MP, and BP use of any skills from both you and your opponents. I don't see how that's really helpful, to be honest with you. Yeah, I can't really think of a single situation that would be good in, so there you go. The next one is better. Low leverage, for 5 turns, HP, MP, and BP is halved. That's a lot better, because that's something you actually benefit from. Enemies don't really seem to have... I mean, HP use is okay, I guess. for doubling it, but everything else is just garbage. This is good though. Low leverage is actually legitimately good. But again, I don't think it's worth leveling the merchant up to level 13 just to get that. And at level 14, you do get payoff, which means you can pay money to end a battle. And you still get the Pig, EXP, and JP, and items you would have gotten from normally completing the battle. That's good for grinding in theory. I mean, if you have a ton of Pig, then sure. It's great for grinding. It makes things a lot faster. If you're grinding, you might also be grinding for Pig. So you're spending Pig, and you're not going to get it back. Like, you're not going to get the same amount of Pig back. So, I mean, it's cool. Good for grinding, but not the best. But it's a cool ability, I guess. Their weapons are, well, their stat affinities are very basic. They don't really excel in anything, kind of like Freelancer, but worse because they don't have a B in anything but intelligence. So they're okay at, like, magic attack, I guess, sort of. Their arms aptitudes, I mean, they're great in spears and daggers and staves. Those are all good, especially spears, because that makes it very easy to get their special built up. So that's good. And their armor aptitudes are very bad, but I mean, it's not really a class focused on anything, so that's fine, I guess. Merchant. There's very few jobs in Bravely Default that I would say are fairly useless. This is one of them. I mean, it's cool, but this early on in the game, you don't really have the money to spare to spend on all these abilities, let alone even later on in the game, because you're going to be spending more on these abilities. Like, pay to play is really good, but you're spending so much money to use it, especially later on, that it's just not worth it. Same with Takeover. Like, you could deal more damage with a special or an ability than using, like, from an ability from another job than using Takeover. It just isn't worth it for the peak to me. I'm not a huge fan of Merchant. I'll be sticking with it for a little bit. I'm going to try and get a character up to level 9 with it so I can have more money as a passive ability for basically the entire game. But honestly, with the frustration Merchant can cause, I can give no guarantees I will actually stick with it. I'm going to put it on Ringabel for now because there's no jobs coming up really that I want Ringabel to have. But it's not my favorite job, and it's not exactly one I can recommend.
I'm still just livid! I never knew people this unbelievably foul even existed!
I'm just glad we managed to root out the ones causing Ancharm's people such suffering.
And just look at these papers! It's proof of one crime after the next.
I can only pray this will make life here a bit less difficult.
At the risk of repeating myself, you'll want to have a look at this.
Notice of change in location for periodic reports regarding the ongoing water price-fixing operation. Approach the door of the Grand Millworks rear at precisely 30 hours. Knock 5 times at 2-second intervals. Ensure you are not followed.
No signature this time. A memo of Profiteur's, perhaps?
Whatever it is, it stinks. The merchantry might not be the only snakes involved in this scheme.
It bears checking. Let's have a look for ourselves at the mill tonight.
As with most side quests, I'm not only going to be not doing this one right now because I want to get some story progress done in between, but also because we legitimately can't get it done right now. We actually need to awaken the Wind Crystal before we can get this one done, so we'll do that soon. As I said though, I am going to change Ringabel over to a merchant for the time being. Give him Sub Thief. I don't think he's used Sub Chivalry once since we changed him over to Thief anyway, so it really doesn't matter. He is mostly going to still be on stealing duty. He's mostly just on merchant, so he can hopefully get to level 9, so we can have more money as a passive ability. That's all I want, honestly, out of merchant. After that, like, nothing good. November updates. We got the Cape Heart Shop done, which gives us a high level HP recovery, Silence Touch, and Silence Res down. That's awesome. Other stores you unlocked as well, so I should probably talk about. I'm going to continue to shove people around that though. We got a combat item shop, which these are items you can use in combat to inflict damage or inflict a status damage. So that bomb fragment we can use to deal fire damage to everyone. The accessory shop just lets you buy accessories from the adventurer. The weapon shop, same thing, but with weapons. The armor shop, same thing with armor. The trader, I think we already talked about that. And the thing down here we'll talk about later. So yeah, it's going to continue to shove people on the special shops because I want to get those as soon as possible. In fact, let me go ahead and update my specials with some of the better things we got. Mainly, I think we got MP up. Or HP up, rather. That's all. Other things are things we might want situationally. So yeah, as I said, we can't complete this side quest chain, I suppose, but the next side quest until we've awakened the Wind Crystal. So we'll actually need to take care of that first before anything, to find out who is in the mill tonight. Technically tonight, even though multiple days can pass and you cannot have to worry about, you know, who you're going to be fighting. But you know, whatever. Before we can do that, again, we have to awaken the Wind Crystal. So, I guess that's a sign of what we'll do next time. We'll go to the Wind Crystal and awaken it. Hopefully the Vestal Garbs will do the trick. Yeah. See you guys next time, I guess, when we finally do that. We kind of put it off for quite a while, haven't we? Like, that we kind of came to Anshan to do that, but then we got caught up in this whole, like, you know, I don't want to get assaulted thing. And then we kind of had to take down some thieves and shit. Yeah, yeah. What are you gonna do? Anyway, yeah. Next time, we awaken the crystal. See you guys then. Enjoyed this video? Maybe check out some of the other series I've done. You can also consider subscribing, checking out my Patreon page, or joining my Discord server. There are links in the description to those, as well as other social media links like Twitter and Facebook. Thanks for watching.